PlayStation State of Play gives mad deja vu. Minecraft is coming to Netflix, and the hit banana game where you click on a banana. I'm Ash Dixon, and this is Jinx News. PlayStation State of Play unfolded last night, and while we're all eager to kick off the summer showcase season and douse ourselves in fresh game announcements, Sony's presentation ended up leaving us with a very familiar taste, which wasn't helped by the fact that they kicked it off with Concord, their new 5v5 hero shooter. Not that you would guess that from the strangely long cinematic trailer they used to introduce the game. It starts out with a very Destiny-esque aesthetic before introducing your ragtag bunch of sci-fi heroes. You've got a quirky cheeky man, the overly serious woman who's actually a badass, the simple-minded big tanky dude, and the silly killer robot who just wants to be friends. Now, these aren't one-for-one rips, but god, the parallels to Guardians of the Galaxy are uncanny. Either way, the trailer spends over 4 minutes letting us get to know them, leading us to think, this could have some expansive, immersive campaign. But nope, it's Overwatch, just your old team-based hero shooter. And it's weird because it's not like it looks bad. In fact, it looks incredibly polished, but it's just so familiar, it's just hard to get even remotely excited. And like Overwatch, it seems there's a big emphasis here on each character's history and personality, as well as their asymmetric gameplay. In the presentation, they tease regular cinematic installments which will explore their stories and relationships, and it's clear they're hoping the players will get invested in the heroes and the lore, and that should keep them coming back, and more importantly, buying those sweet cosmetics. Either way, that will be dropping in August on both PS5 and PC. So yeah, very samey, but at least that's the new hero shooter out of the way. And oh, okay, never mind. Here's another trailer for Marvel Rivals, a game that looks even more like Overwatch. And this one's got the benefit of having a big superhero IP attached, and as we all know, that never fails. And sadly, that was the trend for the whole showcase. There really wasn't anything that felt really fresh or innovative. There's a new Dynasty Warriors game coming out, and yep, just more button mashing for your poor arthritic thumbs. We got to see some gameplay from the Silent Hill 2 remake, and to be fair, yes, it does look creepy as hell, and the gameplay looks like it'll be pretty intense too, though poor Angela is being absolutely roasted in the comments, with highlights such as Angela looks like a Sims character, Angela got stung by bees, and looks sick besides Angela having Minecraft Steve head shape. I expected nothing less from Silent Hill fans. Speaking of horror remakes, we got a look at the PS5 version of Until Dawn, which looked exactly how I remembered it on PS4. Like, I was genuinely confused at first why they were showing off an old game, but maybe that just goes to show that remaking a game from only 9 years ago is just outright silly. We also had the first trailer for Monster Hunter Wilds. Now, the Monster Hunter games have always evaded my interest, to be honest, so it's kind of hard to comment on this, but admittedly, it does look very pretty, and man, did the chat light up when this got shown. From what I can tell, the fans are lapping this up. I don't really understand why, but who cares? I'm just happy for you guys. There was also Infinity Nikki, which seems to be some kind of open world dress-up adventure. Again, not for me, but I've seen how much you Stellar Blade fans love playing dress-up with Eve, so clearly there's an audience here. There were also a couple of meaty-looking RPGs too, in the form of Ballad of Antara and Where Winds Meet. Both look like they had brutal, impactful combat that so many of us have come to love. And finally, they saved the best for last in the form of Astro Bot, and genuinely, I thought this was the highlight of the showcase, easily. Astro's Playroom was an incredible free little platformer from Team Asobi, and now he's getting his own fully fledged game. Now, as a Nintendo fanboy, yet again, I couldn't help but see the similarities to the 3D Mario games. Fiery rings to jump over, funky power-ups, a big ol' octopus boss, the Triforce, Link, a Deku Tree, the Iron Giant. What are you doing, Sony? Those are all Nintendo things! For real though, yeah, there's a load of similarities to games like Mario Odyssey, but that game was sick, and more of that is no bad thing. Why does the Switch have to be the only console that has amazing 3D platformers? And it's not like they're dropping anything good this year anyway, and this is Team Asobi we're talking about. They've already shown that they're brimming with the creative chops needed to make this truly special. Astrobot drops on September 6th, and yet again, thank God that's how they ended the State of Play, because now I have this nice, warm, fuzzy feeling. What did you think though? Were you impressed with what PlayStation had to show? Let us know down in the comments. It's time now for the quick fire round. First up, Minecraft is getting an animated series on Netflix. An announcement trailer was dropped to coincide with the game's 50th anniversary, and it begs the question, how the hell does this not already exist? You can bet it will be very kid-friendly, well, because the kids love Minecraft. And with no release date set yet, it's kind of looking like we'll get the Jack Black live-action Minecraft movie before the cartoon, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Moving on, with the next Call of Duty being on Game Pass, lots of people were worried that Microsoft might be a little sneaky and lock Black Ops 6 behind the Ultimate tier, or perhaps maybe even a new tier entirely. Luckily, there will be no tiers, as Microsoft have confirmed that it will be playable day one on your box standard Game Pass. Next up, a game called Banana, where you click on a JPEG of a banana, has somehow racked up over 31,000 concurrent players on Steam. Apparently, people are calling it an egg-like game because it's based on the game called Egg, where you click on, you guessed it, Seth Everman's head. Even its own creator describes Banana as, "This is just a worst-made egg game, lol." So why are people playing it? Well, doing so earns you like 2 Steam items a day, which you can then buy or sell on the Steam marketplace. So yeah, not quite the magical answer I was hoping for. Last up, are you a fan of immersive gaming peripherals? Well, how about a reloadable desk-mounted tank gun? I really can't find much information on this, but it's doing the rounds on Twitter, and the Korean caption simply reads, "Does it look fun? Yes. Yes, it does." This is why I plug our Patreon, Jinx Plus, every day, because we need the funds to afford stuff like this. And that's the show. Pretend those like and subscribe buttons are bananas and give them a good click. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.